Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 11 of season 4 at Sunderland. After remarkably getting ourselves some positive results in the last episode, we find ourselves out of the relegation zone. And by a margin too, 5 points we're above Stoke City now, with a game in hand on a number of those around us. Our first game away from home against West Ham isn't that game in hand, but West Ham are rock bottom of the table, 10 points from safety, and have only won 3 of 31 games. You already know they're probably going to make it 4 against me, but we shall try our best to ensure that we get victory in that game to start the episode off. We'll then be simulating Chelsea and Tottenham before playing Newcastle and Burnley. We may find out our fate by the end of the episode. Probably not, but if in remarkable circumstances we do find out that we're safe by the end of today's episode, then we'll be absolutely thrilled. I don't think we will be safe, nor do I think... Well, I don't think we will be safe by the end of the episode, but I'm hoping we will be safe by the end of the season. But that won't come today. That will be in tomorrow's episode, but we'll know for sure how close it's going to be by the end of today's episode. We'll start with West Ham away. We'll simulate the 2 against the bigger sides that are up towards the top of the table. Spurs in 8th, Chelsea in 5th. Brighton still somehow sat there in 6th. But don't look like they're going to be getting themselves any European football. Newcastle and Spurs both with a game in hand on them. So Brighton look like they're going to drop down to 8th. But still a great season for Brighton if they do finish around about 8th place. I mean, there were big games yesterday, but even bigger games today, because as we get closer to the end of the season, each individual point is worth its weight in gold. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the end of this season and then subsequently future seasons as well. But for now, time to travel to London, to the Olympic Stadium for a game away from home against West Ham. Arboleda in goal for West Ham. Palencia, Ogbonna, Jorge Mera and Rojas at the back. Declan Rice holding. Then 4 in midfielder, Jacob Murphy, Jack Wilshere, Jack Grealish and Brown. 2 Jacks in the middle and Han Kwang-song up top. I recall actually played very well against us the last time we played West Ham, so I'm not sure what to expect from this game. They're having the worst season imaginable. They're almost certainly getting relegated. 99% sure they're getting relegated, but they'll probably cause me all sorts of problems and end up beating me. So we shall wait and see. There's McAllister. Not everybody's fully fit for this game. Hopefully we can still get a decent result. There's so much space here for Lyndon Gooch. Take a touch, let fly. It's over the bar. Couldn't keep it down. 7 minutes played, still 0-0, but that was a really good chance actually. Turns well. There to Wilshere. Palencia, Wilshere again. Palencia down the line looking for Song. It's good footwork from him, but Foyth reads everything he's trying to do. We'll give this a switch out to the right back. Try and draw the man towards me, which we've done well. Right, Gooch, where to go? That's the question. James Justin is actually on a very good run. It's a beautiful ball by Alexis McAllister. And James Justin's in behind. And then Gooch in support. Here is McAllister. Get it out of his feet. Let fly with his shot. It's well blocked by Angelo Ogbonna. McAllister does have the ability, as we saw in the last episode, to hit them very well indeed. But on this occasion, despite getting another good connection, there was a defender right in the way. And actually, Jacob Murphy could end up setting West Ham up for a chance at the other end. And Song's header was on target, but Bettinelli held on nicely. Grealish with a lovely ball down the line there to Brown. All stood up nicely too. Thankfully Lowe was in the way. I think Bettinelli should have had that covered had it gone on target. But Jacob Murphy will deliver the corner. It's a good one. And Ogbonna's up, but thankfully Tamori rises well to beat the Italian in the air. Declan Rice finds Jack Grealish here to Declan Rice again around the corner to Song, who's onside. Good save by the keeper. Bettinelli using his feet well there. Jacob Murphy will deliver the ball again. And for a second time, look for Ogbonna. For a second time, Tamori wins the header. We'll try and flick this past the defender. It's a lovely turn. Beautiful turn by George Harrison. He's getting away from Rojas here as well. This is superb attacking play. Oh, he's caught there from behind and The defender might be in trouble here. It is a yellow card. Wonderful football from George Harrison to turn the defender, to race away, to win the foul and to get him booked too. Even better. Right, let's put it towards the back post. See if we can't get Harrison on the end of this and score a goal. Exactly like that! George Harrison is the man of the moment. You called him into the first team and he's scoring goals. 1-0. Good football. Well worked, and West Ham could be in here. Brown picked off by James Justin, given away by James Justin, and West Ham could be in here. No, nice tackle by Wan Foyth. Almost at the hour mark now, and still our 1-0 lead is intact. I'm going to have to make a couple of changes sooner rather than later, though, as a number of players are struggling for stamina. We use the left back here as Max Lowe's drawn forward. Good work by George Harrison, and again, drill it out wide there to Gooch. To Keane, opens the space, smacks the bar, and Ogbonna clears. Wow, that was very nearly 2-0. Alexis, good for George Harrison, spins well. His touch lets him down. 25 to go. I am now going to make those changes. Replace both midfielders, McAllister and Ward coming on, and then let's bring Ed Murphy on for Lyndon Gooch on the right-hand side. He was injured for a little while, Ed Murphy, and hasn't had the chance to play for couple of episodes, so we'll give him the go again. See if he can grab us a second, or at least be influential in a second goal going in for us in this game. Wilshere, cross there to Grealish, back to Declan Rice. Wilshere again. West Ham trying to find an equaliser, but it's not working so far. Nice ball across here to Moise Keane. Unfortunately, Lyndon Gooch isn't there on the overlap. But True Yearwood is quite happily able to drive forward here, and this time Lyndon Gooch is available on the overlap. Also heavy touch, went in the wrong way, but it's a good save by Arboleda. That should have been 2. Should have been game over there. He scored the second goal and finished them off. Low with a throw into Jack Clark. Those 3 changes have now been made. Ravel Morrison, Ed Murphy, Moise Keane looking to turn. Jorge Mera at the centre-back we thought about signing. Gets the tackle in. Keane back here to Ed Murphy. His technical stats are very impressive now, Ed Murphy. Jamie Ward fires wide. We'll have a closer look at Ed Murphy's stats in the end of season roundup, but if he can improve physically, he's going to be a very, very good player for us in a season or so's time. Can certainly have an impact in his current state, so to speak, at his current level of ability, but he's going to be a really, really good player in a couple of seasons' time, and certainly will be our starting right mid in probably season 6. He's going to be pushing for a start next year, to be fair, with Lyndon Gooch not ageing out, but certainly getting older and having hit his potential. Nice tackle by James Justin there, trying to keep us in the game. Defending well, 3 minutes to go. And making a change here, West Ham. Jordan Hugill on now for Brown. His son to Jack Wilshere. Don't let him shoot on his left. That's exactly what we did, but Bettinelli makes the save. West Ham looking to get a point. A point that really won't make any difference to their destiny, shall we say, for the league season. They are not going to be staying up, but 3 points for us could be what helps us do what they can't. We are going to not get this away. Ref, please. Not now. Jordan Hugill to Pedro Obiang. He's Declan Rice. It's a tame and comfortable for Bettinelli. Do it, ref. There we go. Thank you very much. 4 straight victories. Not entirely sure how we've done that, but we are in the form of our season so far, and arguably the form of our lives as well, with regards everything that's at stake. Annoyingly, Leeds have won there against Brighton, which doesn't help our case, but we're up to 14th and 7 points clear now of the drop zone, a drop zone that Leeds are in. Now, annoyingly, after having a game against the London side that we won, we're now expecting to play a game against, or 2 games, sorry, against London sides that we very much expect to lose. We're at home against Chelsea and Spurs, but we're not going to win either of those games, are we? Let's be honest with ourselves. Jimmy Dunn starting to get slightly frustrated at his lack of first-team football. I'm afraid, sir, you just weren't quite good enough, and that's why you found yourself replaced in the starting lineup. Tamori and then subsequently Wan Foyth have come in and dominated at centre-back. Foyth has certainly improved us defensively. McAllister has certainly improved our midfield. And Moise Keane has certainly improved our front line. I think actually this might be the first game that I've simulated with Moise Keane in, so he might score here. Although it is against Chelsea, and they're 1-0 up thanks to Belotti's early goal, and could have been 2-0 up with a penalty 3 minutes later. At half-time, it is just the 1. Newcastle now losing to West Ham, and Matthijs de Ligt has scored for Chelsea to make it 2-0. We expected defeat here. It looks like we're going to get it, and crucially not a massively heavy defeat. So goal difference still not woeful for us in comparison to everyone else around us. The 2 goalkeepers trained there. We'll train the miscellaneous players, and Bennett might go up here and has done to 73 rated, which is good. His defending stats improving. Hughes is improving as well as a central attacking midfielder that might see some first team football in 2 or 3 seasons time if he continues to grow at the current rate. With Tottenham next, and I don't expect to do well in that. With Newcastle the Wednesday after, so I'm tempted actually. Considering we don't think we're going to get anything from this game, I'm tempted to play that reserve side and put all of my eggs in the one Newcastle-shaped basket. Mendy gives them a 1-0 lead after 4 minutes. To be fair, even if I started my first team, I almost certainly wasn't going to get a positive result against Tottenham, so I might as well play the reserve side and ensure that everybody is fully fit for the game that we stand the better chance of winning and the more important fixture, the derby. Although Harrison Green has equalised for us in the 54th minute, and we might be taking a point from Tottenham. No, never mind, I got carried away. Dele Alli, with 3 minutes to go, wins the game for Spurs, and we shall now head into the derby against is that weeks or days? Against Newcastle United. Oh, hello, Tim. Maybe not then. 76 to 94. Okay, sign. He's certainly going to be someone that could have an impact later in the save. I don't need another goalkeeper. You do look good, Hans. But I don't need another goalkeeper. I already have 4. We're going to be looking to replace Bettinelli next season as well. Let's have a quick look at that youngster. The German. Is it him? Neumann. 76 to 94 rated, 700 grand, 63 currently. Good free kick accuracy, good curve. I'm not sure actually. If he was a centre mid, I'd perhaps be, or like a cam, I'd be more excited. But to be fair, it's just the dead physical stats on young players. It really kills them off. Like, players like that should be much better physically. They should be quicker. Like, just because he's young doesn't mean he's not fast, but very rarely is that the case. Anyway, Newcastle next. Newcastle's starting lineup. Martin Dubravka still in goal for them. Miguelon, Fernandez, Cher, Holding and Mendel as a back 5. Trigueros and Longstaff in the middle with Redmond, Welbeck and Danjuma Grunewald on the left-hand side. We lost by a goal to 0 the last time we played Newcastle. Love to win on their turf. Oh, he's given that straight to George Harrison. That's a terrible pass. Moise Keane in the box, pulling it back. Oh, looking for Lyndon Gooch, but not able to get it to him. Gooch will find Alexis. Strike over the bar. Jack Clark with the throw into Drew Yearwood. McAllister. See Gooch. It's a nice turn. Oh, deflected. Oh, cannons off Moise Keane. Most kindly for Martin Dubravka. George Harrison frustrated there that wasn't a clean effort on goal. Forward there to Longstaff, and Newcastle look to counter. There's just under 15 minutes to go in this first half. I'd say we've been the better team, the more creative team, but until you get the ball in the back of the net and score a goal, doesn't matter how creative you are. The scoreline still reads 0-0, and you're not winning. Here's Trigueros, Nathan Redmond, Bettinelli with a save. Drew Yearwood with the turn. There's George Harrison, just trying to pick Newcastle apart here. It's so hard to do. Just always got someone near the ball to try and close me down. Moise Keane looks for George Harrison, and a scuffed effort falls kindly into Dubravka's hands. We could have been 1-0 up in this game on a couple of occasions, but we haven't been able to find the goal to give us the lead. Will it come still before half-time? Harrison's hold-up play is good. Wins the free kick, and it should be a yellow card here for Kieran Clark. and I think it will be eventually. The referee going to his top pocket, you would say. Yes, a yellow card for Fabio. Oh, it's Cher, not Kieran Clark, my bad. McAllister will lift it in towards the box. And there's Harrison. Dubravka with the save. Something that couldn't be done by Arboleda against West Ham. But on this occasion, the set piece not working. Into McAllister. Short there to Yearwood. And Harrison flicks it on there to Jack Clark. Oh, that's a terrible first touch from Jack. Oh, it's great footwork, though. Superb footwork. Keane to McAllister. There's Lyndon Gooch. Back to Keane. To Drew Yearwood. Oh, brushed the side netting somehow. Might have been the roof of the net that it fell on. Just trying to squeeze it in that top right corner. And yeah, it's just going to dip over the bar. I did hear the net rustle slightly. But unfortunately, the ball over the top and wide. Oh, we've had chances in this game to get in front. And in a derby, you can't afford to miss this many and still expect to win. George Harrison.
Newcastle want to make this substitution now.
Alexis. Keane. See the space for Jack Clark. This has to be 1-0. Come on, Jack. Oh, I've taken that too far, have I? No! In their backyard. Sunderland 1, Newcastle 0. They did it to us at the Stadium of Light. We might well be returning the favour. Lovely ball over the top, looking for the run of Nathan Redmond, whose header inside will find Danny Welbeck. Good technique from Redmond there, but it was never going to go in. Newcastle have not been good enough in this game. They've played fairly similarly to how we did in the first game against Newcastle this season. It's been roles reversed, and the scoreline might be reversed as well. It is so far. We've just 10 minutes to hold on now. Getting this 1-0 win would be huge, not only for the fans for winning against Newcastle after we lost earlier on, but also for the league table. Absolutely massive result after losing to Chelsea and Tottenham. We needed to pick up points here and against Burnley as well. We're not far away from getting the maximum amount from St James's Park before heading across from the east to the west. Oh, Danny Welbeck with the first time volley. And it's snuck in. We might not be getting all 3 points now. Oh, shit. Low with the throw. Into McAllister. Drops the shoulder, finds Sean Maguire. Back there to Jamie Ward. Jack Clark looking for Sean Maguire again. Win that header, please, Max. Don't ref. Let me see this out. Let me see this move out. Jamal Lowe in the box. Oh no, George Harrison's touch. I asked for a first time hit. I didn't get it. Danny Welbeck did. And that's the difference. A 1-1 draw against Newcastle. We don't get payback for their earlier victory in the season. We probably should have won that game. But crucially, we haven't. Stoke draw against Manchester City. Southampton draw against Everton. We are 14th still. About to play 16th place Burnley. The gap to safety is 4 points. And everyone has now played the same amount of games. 4 points. 4 games to go. Could do with 3 in this one against Burnley. Pope in goal for Burnley. Amate, Gibson, Nunez and D'Ambrosio at the back. Amuzu, Brownhill, Hendrick and Calvert-Lewin on the left, with Carlos and Coutinho up top. Very unfamiliar looking Burnley starting lineup. We're close to them in the league. It's a big game actually, this one. A lot on the line. Here's Brownhill. Cross there to Hendrick. Coutinho to Carlos. Good save by Bettinelli. Fingertip stuff. Corner to come in from Jeff Hendrick. Burnley really starting on the offence at the beginning of the game. Decent delivery, but finds only Jack Clark's right boot. Hendrick, Justin shows the physicality to hold the attacker off. And we'll look to break on them if we can. Drew Yearwood is no slouch in a straight line. McAllister could play a lovely ball over to Lyndon Gooch, who does too have some pace in those legs. It's a nice turn. It's a good delivery. I thought for a minute Amuzu was going to head into his own goal. Very nearly did. Corner from Jack Clark. Whipped in. It's a good ball in. It's over the top by Brownhill. Another defensive clearance from Burnley. We'll see where this corner will end up. On the head, perhaps, of the man underneath it. No, it's Gibson that gets to first. Not seem to win these aerial battles from corners. Scored a goal from this man, George Harrison, from a corner recently, or from a set piece, sorry, recently. It was a free kick, actually. We've got another corner here, and we'll perhaps look for George Harrison and at this near post. And again, just can't seem to win the aerial battles. They're in the right position. You ask them to jump, and they just don't get there. Totino in behind now for Burnley at the other end on the counter from our corner, but we've won it back easily enough, and we'll stay at 0-0 for now. Harrison could go back to Moise Keane, actually. Oh, that's nicely played through and driven into the middle. Gibson gets there ahead of George Harrison, who's waiting to try and turn that home. Good footwork from Alexis. Bit of space for Max Lowe. Why not the left back? Comfortable enough for Tom Pope. 0-0 after 20 minutes. We haven't found any luck through the middle so far in this game. And it's Gooch out wide that finds the space. That's a great save by Pope. Good strong arm to get down to that, and his defenders were on hand to ensure that we didn't get the corner either. Certainly the closest we've come to a goal so far. Really good save down low by Pope, and away by Justin. Oh, the counter-attack. Now Burnley have the chance to score. 10 minutes till half-time. Amuzu delivers and Jack Clark clears. I don't like the look of this. I was waiting for a first-time hit there. Daniel Amate from right back. Forward here for Burnley. Tackled by Jack Clark, and now he's well out of position. We'll look to send George Harrison into that space created by the waylaid right back. Here's Jack Clark, just turning to keep some space. Lovely turn by Lyndon Gooch, and tackled by Gibson. 2 minutes until half-time. Will we go in with a lead? Maybe. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Drew Yearwood, but the defender read it well. In there to George Harrison. Again, good hold-up play from him, but not really going anywhere. I got caught there. I'll take the foul. I'll take the free kick, please. Thank you. Good position for a set piece. This really good position. Looks like the defender's going to be in trouble. Trying to skip this, but it's going to be a yellow card. Now, Jack Clark has decent free kicks. McAllister, however, has much, much better. For a 1-0 lead before half-time. Oh, Tom Pope is in the best of form. Great free kick. Gooch with the cross that's looping, but comfortable for the keeper. Wow. The difference at half-time between the two sides is that man in green. Keane. Two people with him and hounded out of possession there, Moise Keane. Totino looks for the ball through for Carlos, but Foyth is there on the cover. Tomorrow we'll get it out wide here to Lowe. Looking to build ourselves now. It's a good flowing move so far. Jack Clark looking to get some space. Dink that, looking for the teammate. Doesn't find him. Get lucky with the rebound. Here's Moise Keane. Bit of space here for Drew Yearwood though. He has decent long shots. We could utilise them here. It's well hit. It's well blocked by Nunez. 60% possession so far in this game, Sunderland, but no goals to show for it. I don't want to drop points in this game as well as the one against Newcastle, otherwise it puts so much pressure on us at the end of the season, but we might be going 1-0 down and are. Calvert-Lewin pounces on the mistake from the keeper. Came for that there, Bettinelli. Didn't get enough on it. It's a really poor punch. And just volleyed home by Calvert-Lewin. A simple finish in the end, although he's under pressure. Oh, he tried to just throw a leg at that keeper, and Foyth tried his best as well, but neither were good enough. Bettinelli's definitely getting replaced next season. That is for sure. Harrison into Yearwood. We are on course to lose our first game in a played game for a while. Calvert-Lewin turns well, looking for the ball into the middle. Low heads away. Harrison down there to Jack Clark. Cross to Alexis. He's going to go again there, Jack Clark. We'll use the left back first though. Into Harrison. Then for Jack Clark. Might just have been offside there actually. No, onside. Crosses well. Oh, Keane so unlucky. Off the post. Moise Keane so very, very nearly brings us level. Low to low with the throw. Into Ravel Morrison. Here's Keane. Oh, I tried some footwork. Didn't quite work against D'Ambrosio. Running out of time now to get ourselves an equaliser in this game, but we definitely deserve it. and the width of the post is all that's stood in our way so far. That and a number of good saves by the goalkeeper. Keane into Morrison. Looking for Keane again. Oh, but can't find him. He misjudges the path of the ball. 8 to go. Still 1-0 down. Would see Burnley leapfrog us in the table and put us within clutches again of those in the relegation zone. A free kick on the edge of the box in a similar position that we drew a very good save out of the keeper from at the end of the first half. At the end of the second, they hit the... Oh, it couldn't have fallen kindlier for their first goal. It couldn't have fallen kindlier for their second. Westwood, Burnley 2, Sunderland 0. There's nothing I could do about that. Hit the wall and fell straight to Ashley Wedgwood, who lashed it home. Helpless in that scenario. We're going to be losing. We're going to be going behind Burnley in the table, and all of a sudden, that late equaliser for Newcastle could have a dramatic effect on our league season. Of all sides to drop points to potentially throw us back into the relegation situation, it would have to be Newcastle, wouldn't it? Pope makes another save, as he has done umpteen times in this game. And as we approach stoppage time, it's going to be defeat.
2 more minutes to be played then, added time.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Had to be very quick, the keeper there, to get the ball.
The width of the woodwork denies us an equaliser, and then there is nothing I can do other than not give away the foul, I guess, for their second goal. We could have had a point. In the end, we get none. We could have had 3. All the saves made by their goalkeeper. West Ham lose. That's probably them relegated now, actually. Palace beat Watford. Wolves beat Southampton. We will check the table. We are still 4 points clear of the drop, but Stoke have a game in hand. West Ham now 11 points from safety, with 9 points available for them. West Ham United in the Championship next season. Will we be, though? We don't know. Stoke yet to play. Oh, if they win, we'll be just a point safe. Oh, God, it's Fulham at the end of the week. We shall train Edwards. Hopefully he'll go up to 74 rated. He won't. He's getting closer, though. 89 short passing now. I can probably stop training that, to be fair. Now, as we approach the game against Fulham, which is at the end of the month, but we will save that for the next episode and have 3 played games in the next episode. Fulham at home, Arsenal away, followed by Palace, also away from home. Crystal Palace are there and thereabouts. They look safe, although if Stoke win that game in hand, Palace are only 4 points above the drop. It's very, very close between a number of sides now. It's going to be really, really nervy. Join me tomorrow for the league season finale. I'll see you then.